So, have you ever really thought about how we learn a new language? I mean, not just memorizing words from flashcards, but actually getting a feel for it? Well, today we're going to peek under the hood of language education. We're going to take a simple kid story and completely deconstruct it to show you the powerful learning engine that's hidden right inside its pages. All right, so our guinea pig today is this seemingly simple story. It's about a boy named Charlie, a busy cafe, and, of all things, a lottery ticket. Seems pretty basic, right? But as you're about to see, every single word, every sentence, is part of a much bigger plan. So let's get into it. So we start here at the bustling Cafe Colombo. You can see inside people are dressed nicely, enjoying their coffee, reading the paper. But our guy, our main character Charlie, he's outside on the pavement. He's a shoe shine boy, and he's working all day long while, other kids his age are probably at school. Then a man from the cafe calls him over. Charlie! And Charlie, he hustles over to clean the man's dirty shoes. For all that work, what does he get? A single 10-cent coin. Now, this looks like just a simple moment in a story, but trust me, in this little world, every single action is there for a reason. And right then, this old man shows up selling lottery tickets, and the same guy who just gave Charlie 10 cents, he eagerly pulls out a whole dollar to buy one ticket. You see what the story's doing? It's making you notice the huge difference in value between Charlie's work and this little piece of paper. So the man is in a hurry, jumps into a taxi, and whoops, the ticket just flutters right out of his pocket. And what do you know? The wind blows it right into Charlie's path. He grabs it and yells, "Hey, your ticket!" But it's no use. The taxi's already gone, and now this valuable ticket is sitting in Charlie's hand. So, a nice simple little story, right? A bit of drama? Well, this is where we pull back the curtain. Because this whole narrative, it's not just for fun. It is a very, very carefully engineered teaching tool. This story, which is called Lucky Number, it comes from a series called Macmillan Readers. And these books are made specifically for people learning English. The whole idea is to mix a good story with a very clear educational goal. And the technical term for this kind of book is a graded reader. All that means is that the words and the grammar are made simpler on purpose. Think of it like lifting weights, right? You don't walk in on day one and try to lift the heaviest thing in the gym. No, you start small and you build your way up. It's the exact same idea. And get this, here's the magic number. This entire story is told using a vocabulary of only 300 basic words. Just 300. By controlling the language like this, a beginner can actually get through a whole book and feel that amazing sense of accomplishment without getting totally overwhelmed. Okay, so how does it actually work? I mean, how can a story about a shoeshine boy teach you complicated stuff like grammar? Well, let's break down the methods that are baked right into the story itself. The main idea is really simple. Nothing in this story is an accident. Every character, every scene, every single thing that happens is there to either introduce or practice a specific bit of language. The story is just the fun packaging. This slide is just a perfect example. So on the left, you've got this worksheet asking for the past tense of the verb go. And on the right, well, in the story, the man gets in the taxi and it moves away. This shows you in context that the man went away. So you're not just memorizing a rule, you're seeing it happen. It's brilliant. And the vocabulary test is super clever too. Instead of just asking, what does this word mean, it makes you match things from the story. So you have to connect the old man with the large board he was carrying. It makes your brain recall the entire scene, which helps the word stick way, way better. And look at this. Even the pictures are part of the lesson. You have a fill-in-the-blank question here that asks what people are sitting at in the cafe. And the answer, tables, is literally right there in the drawing from the very first page of the book. The picture and the words are working together. Okay, so you've read the story, you've done the vocabulary, now it's time to see if you are actually paying attention. These next questions are all about understanding the story. Let's see how you do. All right, here's one straight from the book's worksheet. After Charlie finds the ticket, he has a dream. So what happens? Is it A, a goat chases him, B, a goat eats his ticket, or C, a goat eats his food? Go on, have a think. And the answer is B. And you can see it right here in this amazing illustration. Charlie dreams that a goat is literally munching on the numbers on his lucky ticket. It just goes to show you, the test isn't just about what you read, it's about what you saw in your mind's eye. Even these simple true or false questions have a really important job. They make you focus on the tiny little details. For example, did the man give Charlie 10 pounds? Nope, it was 10 cents. Catching that tiny difference shows that you're really truly reading carefully. But, real learning doesn't stop after one story. The most important step, the final step, is being able to take what you've learned and use it in totally new situations. And that is exactly what happens next. The worksheet totally shifts gears. We leave Charlie's story behind, and now we're talking about something much more grounded in real life, a school trip. Now, check out the words in this new paragraph. The class went on a trip. They stopped on the way. They drank tea and ate cake. Hey, those are the same past tense verbs we saw with Charlie. They're just being used in a brand new story. That's what learning's all about, taking a skill from here and applying it over there. And then the difficulty levels up again. The student has to go from reading stories to reading this descriptive, nonfiction text about how clothes are made. The big question is, can they use their reading skills to understand facts, not just follow a plot? This is a huge step towards reading more academic stuff. And here it is. This is the final boss. The very last exercise goes beyond just understanding what other people have written. Now the student is asked to create something of their own, to write about their own father. They've gone all the way from figuring out a simple story to telling their own personal one. That is the real goal of learning a language. It's a pretty amazing journey when you lay it all out, isn't it? I mean, from a shoeshine boy and a lottery ticket all the way to writing a personal story about your family. It was all a hidden path, laid out inside this charming little tale. And it kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? Maybe the very best lessons are the ones we don't even realize we're being taught.